only one thing you're gonna ask yourself when you walk out of this movie. And that's pretty much how many ghosts and how many bad things have to happen to this chick before she realizes that she needs to get the fuck away from this house. How many? It's gonna be a pretty short review, guys, because I don't really have too many things to say about Crimson Peak other than the fact that it's a pretty, by the numbers, predictable, but well-written horror-ish movie that just happened to come out this weekend. The movie directed by Guillermo Del Toro, you know what I'm trying to say his name. And the guy that brought The Strain and everything like that, now he's giving us Crimson Peak, and is the movie good? I will say that this is probably the best horror movie that we've had this year. That's not saying much, because horror movies this year have kind of been shit, but this movie is no way bad at all. It is a pretty enjoyable movie, but it does have a target audience. Y'all gonna go to this movie like, alright, Crimson Peak, loved it, it was awesome as shit, there was nothing wrong with this movie, everyone could see it. But no, this movie does have a target audience, and if you like these kind of movies, then you'll be like, okay, let's Crimson Peak, let's check it out. With that being said, looking at the pros and cons, why I believe that you should give Crimson Peak a chance this week and go check it out. Here's why. First, about plot in the movie, I can't really give away the plot because it's a kind of a murder mystery type deal. There is a mystery in this movie. Give away anything about the plot would kind of ruin it for you guys, so I don't want to do that. The base plot point I can give to this movie is this: bitches be tripping, and that's that. You're gonna walk out of the movie theater, it's pretty much like, you know what, Darno was right, bitches be tripping. I think in the movie is worth talking about, because my man Tom Hiddleston, Loki, he kills it. Everybody in this movie pretty much kills it, man. There's like 3 actors, well, actresses worth mentioning, and it's these 3, they killed it, they were good in the movie. Their entire performances really much elevate this movie to make even people that be like, you know, in the Academy just like, oh, this is a tour de force, they're doing great, nominate them for an Oscar. Acting was good in the movie. The only cons I gotta say about the movie is that it is predictable as hell. If you've seen this type of movie before, you've seen this type of haunting ghost movie, then you know what's gonna happen to Crimson Peak. You hate movies, you can sit back and be like, that's gonna happen in 3, 2, 1, it happened. But it wasn't done like sloppily executed. It was still done effectively, but it was predictable. You'll be able to pick this movie apart if you're watching it, so it kind of loses the mystery like that a little bit. Another thing I'll note that's not really a con, but it is an interesting thing. It's a horror movie, but it's not really like horror. It's not like your typical run-of-the-mill ghost movie and everything. There are ghost spirits in the movie, but that's not really like the driving point of the movie. The driving point in the movie is the plot and storytelling. That was great. When the CGI ghosts come on screen, they're all like, beware a Crimson Peak. You're not really scared. You're just like, oh, that's okay. That's interesting. Look at that. Look at those effects. That's some good CGI. Way to go, Legendary Pictures. Good CGI. So like I said, if you're a horror fanatic, you're gonna kind of be like, it's interesting, but it's not scary. So I don't know if that's quite good or not. But in the end, guys, I will say that Crimson Peak, while it is a horror movie, it's not really like if you're expecting a movie to just be like, oh, this is gonna be the scariest shit ever, guys. I'm gonna be up all night watching this movie. I'm gonna be up all night. This is not the movie. It's not the movie. I think the movie is great. The storytelling in the movie was great. It's kind of a very predictable movie, but I still think you'll have a good time watching Crimson Peak. First half of the movie's kind of boring a little bit, but the second half of the movie, that's when it kicks in high gear. So with that being said, I'm gonna say that Crimson Peak is a 7 out of 10, which is worth seeing at matinee. It's a Crimson Peak. What you think about it? Did you see the movie? What you think about it? Put in the comment section. Let me know. Let's talk about Crimson Peak. And remember, guys, subscribe. Until next time.
Here they go.